the paper Contemporary Western Theories and Film Studies. My topic is Digital Humanities. First of all, we need to understand what is the two lyrical form digital humanities is all about. Digital is something which is connected to technology, and humanities is about human nature, the human feeling, and both the word has its meaning, but when it becomes dynamic, we will set upon our eyes on the digital humanities and its definition. Digital humanities is an area of scholarly activities of the intersection of computing or digital technologies and the discipline of the humanities. Here, digital in our life, in digital humanities is much more course about scholarly activity is done in the digital technology with humanities.
It
It
seems
is
that
another thing described. Sorry, am I audible?
yes, you were disconnected for a while, it seems. Now you are audible. Continue now. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It brings digital tools and methods to the study of the humanities with the recognition that the printed words is no longer the main medium for knowledge and production and distribution. Here, the main concern of digital humanities is saying that the knowledge is not based upon that books or booky words. It means that some techniques are trying to be defining people as bookworms, but it is not indeed itself, because digital word brings new tools to humanities. Humanities means the discipline in which people are trying to read and trying to study more and more things in our day-to-day life. As is the starting of our today's session, sir has said that we learn new things in every single day. So by learning these new things is a simple form of digital humanities, because a digital thing is a very diverse and dynamic thing. It can change in a while. So we need to concentrate and need to learn as long as we are trying to differentiate digital and humanities in both concerns. Now, the second thing is what digital humanity is doing in English department. I first hear this question that what digital humanity is doing in English department. I thought that what it is doing in our department. So it was not like that. But the thing that it is a more concern about it, that not just believe and focus upon words, but read the words behind its meaning. So the meaning can be different from the words. Here, Scientia Self has said some points about the how digital thing related, because it is the word has more concern. Each and every word is feeling with full of meaning. So it is very hard, and it is full of struggle to just explain and define digital humanities. So by starting with the people who say that the last battles of the computer revolution in English department have been fought and won, don't know that they talking about, means that people are just trying to depict and just making their assumptions over things which they don't know. So digital humanities is a that much of dynamic subject that Scientia self is talking about the people who are not even understanding the thing and making assumptions on it. Another thing is our current use of computers in English studies is marked by any common theme or at all. is experimentation at the most basic level. And as a profession, we are just learning how to live with computers and just beginning to integrate these machines efficiently into writing, in reading, and intensive courses, just to starting to consider the multiplications of the multi-layered literary associated with computers. Now, these all lines are very harsh to understand because each and every word is containing that much of meaning. So, by theoretically, if we want to understand that what digital humanity is, we need to consider it in a practical way. If we thing which is in a day, and but we didn't know the real sense or the real strata of it, as long as we are able to what it can do and what it cannot do. The another thing is this is digital humanities, which can also include some important tools which we are aware, but which is very formlessly done, and it is a part of the digital humanities. First, it is the interface. The interface includes the critical and cultural technique. The other one is tools and applications which are useful for the publication and projects. The other one is are the systems which are dying upon the platforms of the multitude. Another one is the shared. Now, the answer of this question must be cited upon how methods and libraries are connotation with the application and programming interfaces. And the third one is the linked data. This is the most influential and efficient way of using the technology, because linked data is thing which we use in our day-to-day life. The another thing is code and data. Now, digital methods, digital archives, and metadata are the three important means of transformation which is connected to code and data. These are all things are very computing to computer or technology. We can say it is a type of trick which is helpful to us in our day-to-day life. And the digital archive is same as the linked data which we use in our formation or in our presentation too. Here I want to include one basic example of digital humanities, that how it is working in practical world. What we are doing now is, I think, the greatest example of digital humanities. We are making presentation means some are physically at department, some are online making presentations. So this is how digital thing or digital humanities working. So the discipline of working for the presentation and how it is working with both sides, like physically and online also, this is the I guess the biggest example of digital humanities. As we come back to the institutions regards the research infrastructures, and the clouds, I guess, is the most useful narrative code of conduct which we use in our cell phones also. The another thing is encode education, which is presented by knowledge representation and computational thing too. Now, the another thing is very important, and I want you all to get a glance of this picture, that if we want to understand that how digital humanities work, we need to know that how not to teach digital humanities, because it is affected to the tutor and the students too. Here we can see in the picture that there are students, there is the tutor or professor, and there is also availability of technology, but how they are using the technology, the way they are using the technology is a very sad way, pathetic way, using the ending of this digital humanities. So we can conclude the digital humanities by saying that the proper way to understand digital humanities is to find out that how to not to use that thing, because digital humanities is something which is very transformating to its meaning also. And here in this picture, there are a set of headphones to the students, and their tutor is just making the bookshelves to their minds. So this is a wrong way of doing, while having technology and not making it the right way to use. This is the wrong way of doing it, and this is how it get practical over how to use the digital humanities. The another thing is that this picture makes the combination of two things. Here I had compared digital humanities with the future of print culture. Now the question arises that what is print culture? Print culture, that means what we are studying in our books, what our books are telling us. And in decades and centuries ago, people are not having that much of technology to study, but people have only books to study. So print culture is something which is making its present in nowadays too, and digital humanities is supporting the print culture. Because I have also experienced the same thing, that in digital humanities, and in the culture of digital humanities, we are when I was in school, we are having books, and at last, on the last page, we are having CDs of that book. So at so when we do not understand any chapter or something, we will have to just play that CD, and then to understand that what the chapter is making us to understand. So this is how digital humanity and print culture work upon, that we have to read the book and then try to understand that by technology also. We can also take an example of our own department, that in our film studies, we make the movie screenings, like in the we had also one example of the Great Gatsby, that we have the little summary of it, the Great Gatsby, then we watch the movie screening of it, then we try to deep analyze the movie the Great Gatsby. So this is how digital humanities and print culture work with each other. The another thing is that there are some values and methods over the digital humanities as well. As we go deep into the values and methods, because it is very important to understand, although digital humanities projects and initiatives are diverse, they often reflect common values and methods. Means here values are different, methods are different, but when they combine, when they go with each other, they are like a relationship of marriage, that both can be together at the same time, having diverse effects. So the value of digital humanities can referred by critical and theoretical also. It is referred by iterative and experimental, collaborative and distributed, multimodal and performative, openness and accessible. These are the values of digital humanities, where students and tutors can also understand its value by making efforts on its methods. And now if we come to the methods, we can try to defense it by its values, that both are diverse, but both go hand in hand. Now if we take an example of methods, the first is enhancing and critical curation. Other one is augmentation, additions and fluid textuality. The textuality here is referred by the books, and it shows that how technology can be more diverse by having a textual form over it. Now if we take an example of it, due to technology in today's world, we can't go anywhere by having a bulk of books, like 20 to 30 books. But by the help of technology, we can have that books PDF in our cell phones, in our laptops, or in any technology connected device. So it is making our life more and more better. But how to use it efficiently and conveniently is way more to go, because people are just concentrating on how to start and open computer and how to close it, or does not know the actual efficiency of computer and technologies as well. The another thing is scale and the law of large numbers. You can also use blogs, you can use articles, initiative which are promoting digital technologies as well. The last and the most important thing is visualization and data designing, and locomotive investigation and thick mapping of digital humanities. So this is how digital humanities is making its way in collaborating new variety of human exploration, and making it all in a very disciplined type of manner. These are